Hi, my name is Lisa. I'm a librarian at the Watauga County Public Library in the mountains of North Carolina. And today we're going to do a letter M story time. So here you can see the capital letter M looks a lot like pointy mountains, and the lowercase letter m looks more like hills, like rolling hills for the lowercase letter m. And letters are a lot like animals in that they can make sounds, and the sound for letter M is mm. So we start our story times off by building a puzzle together, and I'm going to give you clues to words that start with that letter M sound. So I want you to be thinking of words that start with mm. So the first word I want you to guess, this is an animal that lives in the jungle, and it can swing from vine to vine, and it loves to eat bananas, and it's featured on this book, Where's My Mom? Do you know what animal that is? Did you say monkey? There's monkey. That one's hanging upside down. All right, the next word that I want you to guess is a place where you would receive a letter. If somebody wrote you a letter, you would walk to the end of your driveway and look inside the mailbox. All right, let's see. I can get this over there. All right, the next word I want you to guess. This word rhymes with honey, but it starts with the sound of mm. Can you put mm at the beginning of the word honey? Take the H away, take the h away, and put mm for money. Okay, the next word I want you to guess rhymes with task, but starts with the sound of M. Mm. It's also something you might wear over your face at Halloween. Did you guess mask? Good job. The next word I want you to guess rhymes with kitten, but put an M at the beginning of that word to rhyme with kitten. Mitten? Did you think of mittens? Okay, the next word I want you to guess rhymes with the city that I live in. The name of our city is Boone. So this word rhymes with Boone, but it starts with and you could see it in the sky at night sometimes. Did you guess moon? The next word that I want you to guess rhymes with house, but it starts with Did you guess mouse? Good job. The next word I want you to guess rhymes with silk, but it starts with It's something you might pour over your cereal. Did you guess milk? Good job. All right, the last word that I want you to guess is something that you might put on the end of a stick and put it over a fire and roast it and to make s'mores. Did you guess marshmallow? All right, now we've completed our puzzle. What did we make with our puzzle? Did we make a letter M? All right, I want you to give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if that's a lowercase letter M. That's not a lowercase, it's an uppercase letter M. So good job for helping me complete our letter M puzzle. Now what we want to do is sing a song about this puzzle. And the song sounds like this. We are learning letter M, letter M, letter M. We are learning letter M. And then you're going to make up a verse for each picture on our puzzle. So for the monkey, you might eat a banana, come up with an action like that. You might shake your hands like a monkey. So let's sing the verse that would go along with the monkey, and then you can pause this video and you can make up actions and sing a verse for each picture that's on that puzzle. But we'll start off with monkey, and I'm going to do this for my action. All right, but you can do whatever you want. Eat that banana, swing from vine to vine, whatever action you want to do. Monkey starts with letter M, letter M, letter M. Monkey starts with letter M. All right, great job. Pause the video and sing a verse for each of those pictures, and when you come back, I will be ready to show you some library books that have a letter M in the title. We'll go on a bit of a scavenger hunt, okay? I hope you were able to come up with an action to perform for each verse of your letter M puzzle. And now I want to show you some of my favorite library books that have a letter M in the title. And the first one is Moo by David La Rochelle. Can you find the letter M in the title of that book? You can pause the video if you need more time. Did you find it right there? Does that look like an uppercase or a lowercase? That's an uppercase letter M. And one of the things I love about this book is the word moo is just about the only word that is used in this book. And it is a very creative story. So look for that at your public library. And if your library doesn't have it, you can ask them to get it for you through interlibrary loan. Another book that I love is called Bear Wants More. Can you find the letter M in the title of that book? Again, you can pause the video if you need to. Bear Wants More. There's the letter M. And do you see another letter that looks a lot like an M? The W looks a lot like an M, and some letters like to trick you by looking a lot alike. So there's our letter M in that book. I love all the books by Karma Wilson about the bear. And there's If You Give a Moose a Muffin. You could pause the video and see if you can find two letter M's in the title of that book. And another book that I love with an M in the title is The Mud Fairy by Amy Young. A great story that I hope you'll look for at your library. And then the book Millions of Cats. I was able to find that with somebody reading it, and I'm going to link to that in the Show More section of the video. So look underneath this video and you will be able to hear this story read aloud to you. Millions of Cats. And we also have this book, Tickle Monster, and you can find this book through NCKIDS Digital. So I've linked to this book in the Show More section of the video, as well as The Monster Who Lost His Mane. And I believe there's going to be two letter M's for you to find in the title of this book. Now, the way the letters are written in the title of this book might make it a little bit more tricky to find, but I think you can do it. So look for all these books at your local library, or ask your librarian to get it through library loan, interlibrary loan, and also check out the links that are in the Show More section of this video. A game that we like to play whenever we have a letter M story time is called Little Mouse. And you can repeat after me. We're going to say, little mouse, are you hiding behind the green house? And then we'll look to see if there's a mouse back there. All right, so say this with me. Little mouse, are you hiding behind the green house? Let's see. There is a mouse back there. I don't know if you know this mouse, but his name is Mighty Mouse. So his name starts with the letter M too. Do you think there's any more mice on our board? Let's check out behind the red house. You ready? Little mouse, are you hiding behind the red house? Let's see. Who is that? That's Mickey Mouse. His name also starts with letter M. All right, let's check out the yellow house. Are you ready? Little mouse, are you hiding behind the yellow house? Do you think there's a mouse back there? Let's see. There is a mouse. Do you know who that is? That's Stuart Little. Does his name start with the letter M? No, if his name started with an M, it would be Moort Middle, and that is not his name. Now, you can play this game at home. You could either find a picture like this on the internet, or you could draw your own houses and color them and draw your own little mouse and cut them out or tear them out of paper and then hide your little mouse behind the house that you have colored. So I hope you'll have fun with this game even at home, even if you're not able to come to the library for a library story time. Well, Miss Mouse is with me today, and she wanted me to tell you the story about the time that she made a house out of a pumpkin. And the story goes like this. Miss Mouse was living on a farm, a pumpkin farm, and it was getting chilly because the fall or autumn was coming and winter would be coming after that. And Miss Mouse was looking for a warm, cozy home. And she decided that one of the pumpkins that was laying on its side would make a lovely little house. So she nibbled a little hole in that pumpkin so that she could get inside, a little door to her pumpkin. And there was her little door where she could get into her pumpkin. Now, once she was inside her pumpkin, she thought, you know what, the little door that I nibbled is not quite big enough for my friends to get through. I want my friends to be able to come visit me here in my pumpkin home. So she decided to nibble another door that was bigger so that her friends would be able to get in. So she nibbled a much, much larger door. Oh, she nibbled, it took her a while. She nibbled till she got a much larger door so that her friends, like the rabbits, could come with their long ears. They could come visit her. Now, while she was inside her little pumpkin house, she decided it wasn't quite bright enough in there. And she decided she would need a little window to let in some light. So she nibbled a little window in her pumpkin house. And again, this took her a little while to do because she was very small and has a very small mouth. But she was able to get that window made. So there's her little door for Miss Mouse to get through, her door for her friends to get through, and the window to let some light in. Then Miss Mouse went scampering all around the pumpkin farm, inviting all her friends. She wanted to invite them over for a Halloween party. And so she invited all her friends, and they came over, and Miss Mouse said to them, "Happy, happy Halloween." Here are a few more books that have a letter M in the title that I hope you'll look for at your public library. And I also want to remind you to look in the Show More section underneath this video because we've linked to some great activities for you to do. There are crafts like mosaics. There are experiments that you can do with the M&M candies. And there are some great music videos like the monkeys jumping on the bed, and another one about Fred the Moose. So there's just so many more activities that you can have fun around the shape and sound of letter M if you check out the links in the Show More section underneath this video. That's about all the time we have for this online story time. So Miss Mouse, Mr. Moose, and my monarch have come to say goodbye in the words of Tigger. Ta-ta for now. Be sure to click on the words Show More located underneath this video on YouTube to access links to more fun activities around the shape and sound of the focused letter in this video. If you're on a mobile device and you'd like access to those links, just click on the icon indicated here in the green circle.